Hey guys, it's your girl Carrie. Ray celebrated her 15th birthday this past weekend by inviting 20 of her closest girlfriends to a Sweet Dreams themed sleepover. In this video, I would like to share my tips and tricks on how I put together this fabulous look for less. But first, I have a multiple choice question. How much do you think a party planner would charge to create a look like this? Well, the answer is D, $1,500 or more. And that doesn't include invites, foods, favors, or entertainment. I'm going to share with you my tips and tricks, and at the end of this video, I will share my entire cost for the party that includes everything from beginning to end. I first start with my inspiration. I went to Reagan and asked what she wanted, and the only details she gave me was that she wanted a sleepover and she wanted donuts. So with such limited input, I began to shop my home for inspiration. So after I found these cups, the idea of a Sweet Dreams birthday party was born, because again, it's a sleepover and we're going to have a ton of sweets during this party. Now that we have the inspiration, let's start with the invitation. Now, I wanted the invitation to mimic a bed since it was a sleepover, and also I wanted the bedding to be sweet treats. So I wanted to have a blanket that had donuts on it. And to make the mock bed, I just used an empty box that used to have binder clips in it, and I just painted it blue with some paint I already had. Now, if you don't have an empty box, you can always go to the Dollar Tree and pick up these gift boxes, and they come 3 in a pack, and use that as your box for the bedding. But I wanted to have a clear top so you could see right through it. I then just took some Dollar Tree ribbon and a hole punch and put the name on it. Now, when you open the present, you just pull on the pillow and pull out the actual invitation. And on the invitation, it has all of the details for the party. And in the background, I just put in some donuts. And it just says, Sweet Dreams, you're invited to Ray's 15th birthday sleepover. And at the end, I just put, do not fall asleep. And that was the invite. And instead of making 20 of these invites, I just made one invite, and Reagan took a picture of the invitation and actually texted it to all of her friends. She did not want to go to school and pass out the invitations for fear that someone would be upset that they weren't invited or anything like that. And then she didn't want to go through the expense of having to use a part of her budget to mail them to her friends. Now, the price of this one invitation cost $3, and that was basically having to buy the minimum amount of both of these types of fabric. Everything else we had at home. So now we have to deal with decor. And here is my tip when decorating for a party on a budget. You want to choose one area to decorate well and make it a wow factor, instead of trying to spread decor out all over the place and everything ends up looking ho-hum. So I chose to use my basement foyer for my wow factor to decorate for this party. And you know, my first stop for cheap decor is the Dollar Tree. So let me share with you the Dollar Tree DIYs I made for this party. So the space that I was decorating was 12 feet long, 8 feet high, and 4 feet wide. Therefore, I needed to get some pretty large decorations for the cheap. So here's what I did. What do you think you get if you take a Dollar Tree hula hoop and some Dollar Tree foam board? You get these beautiful hanging food signs. I made one that says drink and the other one says eat. So here's what I did in order to make this sign. I spray painted the hula hoop gold. Then I cut out the foam board the shape of the hula hoop. I painted the foam board with pink craft paint that I already had, and then I blew up on my projector a drink sign, and then I just kind of traced that out and filled it in with some black craft paint. One thing that I always do is I just recycle things and use them over and over. So I hot glued this flower here, but I made sure the hot glue was strategically placed so when I pull this off, I can actually use these in other arrangements. Always try to reuse things and repurpose things that I already have. So whenever I'm making something, I think about how can I take it apart so that I can just build on to my, craft stack or craft stash. And then that way in future events, I don't have to repurchase anything. In total, I only spent $2 per sign, $1 for the hula hoop and $1 for the foam board. Everything else I already had. I keep gold spray paint on deck, and all of the flowers I already had. Now the next big DIY project for this space was actually our focal point, and that was our donut wall. Now this donut wall is about 4.5 feet tall by 3 feet wide. Now the total cost of this DIY project was $50. Now the frame, the outer frame, the really large frame, I just took that out of my master bedroom and bought that down here. Again, shop your home for your items. Now that center frame is a frame that I had for years. I actually have 2 of them. And originally, before I painted it for this party, it was painted black at the time with a houndstooth backdrop in it. And that was for Taylor's graduation party for going to UGA. So I just spray painted one of those frames gold, and I took another piece of that foam board from Dollar Tree, put that in the back, and projected on the words Sweet Dreams and wrote that in there. Then all of these little wooden pieces, I purchased 3 dowels, and the dowels are 60 cents a piece. So that came out to be almost $2, and we just strategically placed and hot glued all the dowels on to accommodate all 48 donuts. So in total, $36 went to the actual donuts. Then $2 went to the dowel, $1 went to the foam board. And then the backing on this frame is an underlayment, floor underlayment, and that cost $10 from Home Depot, and I just painted that pink with some craft paint I already had. And what an impact this makes. Again, remember to shop your home and use things that you have. Pull down decorations off your walls or anything like that to help give your decor a nice sophisticated feel. Another inexpensive and free to me DIY decor item that I did was these popcorn boxes. Again, this is a Dollar Tree item. If you can look inside, you see it's those plastic popcorn containers that come 2 in a pack. I always use these over and over and over in the different events that I use. I just, decorate them to match the occasion. So here I spray painted them a baby pink and gold, and then just added the popcorn in the top. What's so great about these is that you can use them over and over. When the kids come, they just pull out the package of popcorn and eat directly out of the package, and so that way you get to keep the containers and you can just kind of reuse them. If you follow me on Instagram a while back, I made these cute little popcorn boxes for an engagement party, and I had leftover spray paint from that, and so I used that to make the decorations for this party. And also this beautiful tray that the popcorn stands were sitting on. Don't overlook crusty looking items in your Goodwill or Salvation Army. I picked up this frame a while back, years ago, and it just makes the perfect size frame to decorate a table with. I just took some yellow faux leather crocodile fabric and stuck that in there, and that's great because this is for easy cleanup. If you have any spills or anything like that, you can just wipe it up. So faux leather is great for that. And you wouldn't believe what this frame used to be. If you flip it over, you can see that it's that holographic, that old school holographic Jesus sign, and that's what that used to be. And I just spray painted that and just added it to my table. Great bones, and it's really cute. Very inexpensive. Now we also have to think about decor and how we're going to present or display our food items. Choosing the right materials to display even the most basic foods beautifully will up the ante of your party. I've always collected over the years little brass candlesticks from the Goodwill and thrift stores, and these can run me anywhere from 77 cents to $1. And in this case, I just pulled out my various candlesticks in different heights and just made risers, just like cake stands. And look how elegant that looks when you just stagger the different heights of an everyday plate or dish. And you can see that the metal stands are underneath there, And that's great. And you guys seen these regular dinner plates in my tablescape video? Now these candlesticks are not permanently affixed to the plates. I can remove them and use them as regular plates again. Again, I think I will show you some hacks on how I put things together and repurpose them in another video. Now for the drink station, in order to decorate that, I just went upstairs and I brought down some decorative boxes that I am currently using. I bought a spare when they were on clearance, just in case I might need one for the future. Now what you want to do when you're using your items from around your home, you don't want to mess them up because you're going to put them back. They're going to, be double duty. So since these are already being used, I took the wrapper off and I didn't want the drinks to mess this up or get wet or condensation on them. So I just took these little tiny appetizer plates that I had left over from another event that I did, turned them upside down and sat the cold drinks on top of those. This one right here is still in the clear plastic because I haven't opened it. So that provided a waterproof surface area for us to put our glasses. Now, since this was a kids' party, I opted to use the little plastic wine glasses, champagne glasses that you pick up from the Dollar Tree. You just snap on the bottoms, and these come 6 in a pack for $1. So I purchased 4 packs of these, and they use these to make a little fake, champagne toast with Reagan. And I just filled this little vintage brass beverage tub with a few sparkling ciders for them to do their toast. Now over here in the eat station, I just took this 3-tiered mirrored stand that I use upstairs and converted it into our Sunday station. Now to be quite honest, I ran out of time while I was trying to get the donut wall put up, so I did not get to put in all of the different toppings and things like that for the Sunday station. Since the ice cream was going to come later in the night, I figured I'll do it later that night, but the girls were like, no, Carrie, you don't have to do that. We can just go upstairs and get it out of the box. We don't need you to do all that extra work for us. So hence I never completed this. But if you were to do something like this, you would just get little different bowls of various types and sizes that will fit into your theme and put your different toppings in it. And you guys seen these bowls over and over again. It says life is sweet, and that fits right in with our sweet dreams party theme. And then I picked up the little sundae bowls from the Dollar Tree. They come 4 in a pack, so you could put your ice cream in there. And then we always keep these little squeeze bottles on deck. These come from Walmart and they're 98 cents a piece, and these were going to be used for the caramel syrup and the hot chocolate, but we also use these at barbecues. My husband makes his own different types of barbecue sauces and things like that to put out on the table, so these are great to have on hand. Now let's talk about food, and specifically candy and desserts. A lot of times you see those elaborate dessert tables and candy stations and candy buffets, and all of the candy matches the decor, and that's what I call nasty candy. Kids do not want to eat that candy. It's usually just a compilation of pearlized gumballs and sixlets and things that kids do not want to eat, but it makes the table look pretty. Now, kids want just regular food. They want regular food that they are familiar with. So keep it simple when it comes to the food. So for example, my color scheme is this beautiful pink, these light greens, and these yellow, pastels. And then when it comes down to the candy that the kids like to eat, they want Kit Kats, and they want Milk Duds and Starbursts. And this is all that I have left from the party, but they want gummy bears and gummy worms. Now, when you look at all this stuff in totality, you wouldn't dare put things that didn't match or coordinate on your table, because it would just totally, completely mess up the entire feel. Now, here is my tip. I don't want to put anything on my table that the kids are not going to use or eat. I don't have money to waste like that. Everything needs to be functional, pretty, and used. So what I do is buy the candies that they're going to like. These Milk Duds definitely do not fit in with my theme, but this is what you do to make things look nice, and you still get what you want. The kids have what they want. You get the look that you want. You take some wrapping paper. This is Dollar Tree pink wrapping paper. And then you just wrap up the candy. And now it's coordinating, and it's the good candy that they want. You take some Starbursts. These are the favorites, the red colors, because those are the most popular colors that kids want to eat. They want the red colors and the pink. You take these, you put them in trays and vessels with lids. Here I have just a little hobnail dish, but some of them have tops. Take vessels that have tops, put the candy inside so it's covered up, and then the entire flow can still flow, and these kids will actually eat the candy. Again, these Kit Kats will totally destroy my decor, but that's what the kids want to eat. I would find a way to hide it, put it in a little sack or a little pouch, and put that on the table, and now you have accomplished your goal. And another thing, these candies can all be picked up, from the Dollar Tree, but that way you can save on the candy, because those specialty candies cost quite a bit. These are just $1 a piece, and you buy no more than 20 bucks worth of candy. Now we're going to focus on entertainment. We entertained our guest with what? Kleenex tissue boxes. Now you're probably saying, Carrie, what on earth are these 15-year-olds going to do with Kleenex tissue boxes? Well, I'll show you. So I took some tissue boxes and spray painted them gold, and then I just punched 2 holes in them and then stuck some rope that I had from Ray's cowgirl party that she had when she turned 8. Then I just took some more Dollar Tree flower roses that I had. I punched a hole there. I just stuck a little flower there just to kind of make it cute as part of our decor. And then we just took some golf balls. These came from the Dollar Tree. They came in packs of 10, I believe, and I bought 8 packs of these, and we just fill the box with the little balls, and you have to tie the string around their waist on their bums and twerk out all the balls. They have to shake all the balls out by twerking. Now I only made 4 boxes, and that helps cut down on the cost. Even though there were 20 girls here, you don't need to make 1 box for each girl. I made 4 boxes, and then we had 5 different rounds for the girls to go, and then we had prizes for each one of the rounds. So again, if you're thinking about doing different types of activities or things like that, sometimes you don't need to make one for every single guest. You can just break it up either into teams or break it up into cycles. Now, in addition to the twerk game, teenage girls can find tons of things to do on their own. They watched movies, they talked, they played. Honestly, after they finished twerking, they just kind of had a golf ball fight. They were throwing those balls against each other. They just kind of just connected and chilled with each other. You don't need to hire a whole bunch of entertainment and all of that. These girls just want to sit around, talk about boys, watch movies, eat cake, candy, and play a few games. So next up are prizes and favors. Now it can get quite pricey to put together favor bags for 20 girls, especially teens, that would actually be meaningful. Now for our favors, we had each of the girls, they could have a bag, and they were able to package up some donuts and take them with them the next day. But we did have prizes throughout the night for the different activities or games that they played. Now this is what's left over. The party's been been long gone. But for some of the prizes that I knew Ray would have liked, I picked up those for her as well and kind of incorporated that in part of her birthday gifts. So again, Dollar Tree is a great place to pick up inexpensive prizes, and I was able to find these knee-high socks, and they're sprinkles, so that fits right in with the Sweet Dreams theme. So these are some knee-high sprinkle socks, and then they also have the knee-high cupcake socks that fit in with the Sweet Dreams theme, and some knee-high popsicle socks. In addition, I found these little notebooks that say throw kindness around like confetti, and it has like the gold foil writing on it, and it has little sprinkles on it. So that fits right in with the Sweet Dreams theme. And then also at the Dollar Tree, they had these little e.l.f. cosmetic, little lip balms, the e.l.f. brand lip gloss, and some blotting, shine eraser blotting paper. And then also I found these chokers on clearance at Walmart, and these were really cute, and it's great if you could find ones that have 2 in a pack, because then you can just break them up and they end up just being $1 a piece. These were originally $5. They were marked down to $2, and there were 2 in here. You could separate these, put them, wrap them up nicely like a prize, and you're good to go. This one was a single one. It's $2. That's really cute. And again, you don't have to buy a bunch. You don't have to buy one for everyone because these are given out as prizes. And then here's the fourth one. Now let's talk about gifts. Now here's a tip, and this is what I do with my girls. I put together a budget that I'm willing to spend on their birthday, and that includes everything from the invites all the way down to their gifts. And then I include them in on the budget, and I let them to decide what they want to do and how they want to spend their birthday money. So if they want the entire thing in cash, they can just get cash and not have a party. Or if they want to split the budget up in between some party things and then some of the money go towards their gift. And so in this case, Reagan wanted a combination, a party and a gift. So this is what she got as a gift for her birthday. These cute little bags here came from the Dollar Tree, and they fit right in with her theme, and we just put her gifts in there. And what she ended up getting, she wanted a pair of sneakers, so she got the rose gold Superstar Adidas. And along with those little Dollar Tree items that I showed you guys. And then the gift that she was most happy with was a gift she got from her dad. So this was a poem that my husband wrote Reagan, and basically it was a poem, and at the very end it let her know that she was able to start dating in groups, of course, and Reagan totally flipped out. So the total cost of this 15th birthday party for 20 girls from start to finish, drum roll please, was a total of $250. And here is a price breakdown of the party. Also, I would like for you to leave a comment below to let me know, what do you guys spend on birthday parties for your kids? Does it matter the age? If they're younger, you spend less. If they're older, you spend more. If you like these types of videos, and if you'd like to see more tips and tricks that I use to cut costs when I'm entertaining, leave a comment below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found some tips and tricks and found it informational. And again, this amount may be out of your budget range, but the whole idea is to show you how to be creative, use what you've got, and it doesn't take much to make kids happy. And until next time, I'm going to keep calm and carry on. Bye guys.